Being chosen by a male meant being forced into a relationship and expected to start a family. Zane desperately wanted to avoid that fate, so he set his sights on Reese, the tribe's most powerful outcast, a warrior rumored to be unable to have children. Tonight was the tribe's mate selection ceremony, and Zane planned to change his fate. He arrived at the ritual square with a gift and waited, but the hunting party still hadn't returned. Zane started getting nervous. Reese better be okay. I really don't want to be forced into a relationship tonight. Suddenly, a young Beastman shouted, "They're back!" The hunting party had captured a razor beast. Then Reese appeared, dragging the huge beast behind him. Reese was incredibly handsome, with a cold and intimidating presence. Yet the tribe considered him defective because he couldn't transform into his animal form. Rumors also claimed he couldn't have children, making him a complete outcast. But that was exactly what Zane wanted. As someone from the modern world, he couldn't accept being forced into a relationship with a beastman. Reese looked at the tribe chief, Cole. "I hunted the razor beast alone. According to the rules, it belongs to me. I'm leaving." "What? You want to keep the entire beast for yourself?" someone shouted. Several people immediately started complaining. "You don't even have a mate. What are you going to do with all that food?" Reese's expression grew colder. The old shaman Bram stepped in. "The tribe raised you. You should at least share some of the meat." But Reese refused. "I contributed to the hunt. I don't want anything else. I only want the razor beast." A young girl ran to her father. "Dad, I want some too. He can't eat all of it himself." Then she pointed at Reese. Someone like him should share the meat with the tribe's females. The other females immediately agreed. Soon, the entire square was filled with insults. Zane watched Reese standing there alone and felt sorry for him. If I tell him I want to choose him, will he accept me? He had planned to give Reese a gift and politely ask, but now he was nervous. What if he rejects me? Then Reese finally spoke. "If you're going to divide my hunting prize unfairly, I'll leave the hunting party." Cole immediately became serious. "No, you're one of our strongest hunters. The tribe can't afford to lose you." Everyone might look down on Reese because of his condition, but nobody could deny his hunting ability. He had just captured a razor beast by himself. Cole tried again. "Without a mate, you can't possibly use all of it. I'll give you 50 pieces of meat instead." Reese shook his head. "I hunted it myself. I'm taking it with me." He turned to leave. Zane suddenly panicked. "If I don't act now, he'll be gone, and I'll have no choice but to accept whoever the tribe chooses for me." He gathered his courage. "Reese, I like you. Can I choose you as my partner?" Everyone froze. Blair was the first to react. "Are you crazy, Zane? Are you only choosing Reese because you want the razor beast?" "No, I genuinely like him. I think he's handsome." Zane secretly cursed Blair. "Please don't make Reese misunderstand me." He quickly repeated himself. "I really do like you, Reese. You're very handsome." But Reese remained expressionless. Zane's friend Elle stepped forward. "Zane, he can't have children. He's an outcast, and people say he won't live much longer." She was genuinely trying to warn Zane, but Blair immediately mocked them. No other male would choose someone like him. Honestly, an outcast like Reese and someone as strange as you make a perfect pair. The other females joined in. The discussion about the razor beast had completely turned into insults against Zane and Reese. Zane had deliberately made himself look messy before to avoid attracting male beastmen, but now he couldn't embarrass himself in front of Reese. Just as he was about to explain, Reese looked at him. Zane panicked. "Oh no, is he going to reject me?" He quickly removed his hat and looked at Reese sincerely. "I'm not dirty, and I don't smell bad. This is my gift to you. Please accept me." Everyone gasped when they saw Zane's face. "She's beautiful. I can't believe it." But Zane wasn't celebrating. Reese was staring directly at him. Then his eyebrows slightly furrowed. Zane's heart started racing. Reese still didn't believe Zane genuinely liked him. He didn't want Zane's pity. Suddenly, Reese pulled out his stone knife and cut off a large piece of the razor beast. Then he accepted the star-shaped red fruit Zane had offered him. "Take this. You don't have to do all this." His voice was calm. He didn't dislike Zane, but he still wasn't ready to accept his feelings. Zane was speechless. "Does he seriously think I'm only doing this for the meat?" "No, I don't want the meat. I just don't want the tribe forcing me to choose someone else." Without thinking, Zane rushed forward and hugged Reese around the waist. "I don't want the meat. I really like you. Will you choose me?" Before Reese could answer, several other males became eager. "If Reese doesn't want you, choose me. Choose me instead." But Zane ignored them. He held onto Reese, silently praying he wouldn't push him away. Then suddenly, Reese lifted him with one arm. His sharp gaze swept across the crowd. Everyone went silent. Zane was both excited and nervous. Wow, he's incredibly strong. But another thought worried him. What if the rumors about him are wrong? Still, he had already made his choice. Reese seemed like the safest person he could trust. Before Zane knew it, Reese had carried him home. Reese began preparing the meat while Zane stood nearby. Neither of them spoke for several minutes. Finally, Reese broke the silence. "So, you're planning to escape from this tribe?" Zane froze. He figured it out? Reese seemed much smarter than the other beastmen. "But you're too weak," he continued. "If you escape alone, you'll die." Reese didn't believe Zane truly loved him, but he also didn't think Zane had bad intentions. After all, why would someone with bad intentions willingly hug an outcast like like him. Maybe he simply liked Zane's eyes. Or maybe because Zane was the first person who had ever hugged him. Zane lowered his head and admitted Reese was right. Without a mate, he couldn't survive alone in the wilderness. Still, he asked, "Then why can't you protect me? I can work and help you." Reese looked at him calmly. An outcast Beastman usually doesn't live past 20 winters. He paused. "I've already lived through 19. His voice was calm, but Zane could see the loneliness in his eyes. For the first time, Zane understood how isolated Reese really was. He didn't know what condition had made Reese an outcast, and he had no idea how to help him. But at least Zane was safe for now. Reese seemed like a decent person. He had no intention of forcing Zane to do anything. Zane smiled warmly. "Can I look around here?" His genuine smile seemed to soften Reese's expression. Later, Zane walked toward the river. He expected to find Reese nearby, but he was nowhere to be seen. Only a wooden basin sat beside the riverbank. Suddenly, Zane heard Reese's voice coming from the thick bushes. "Don't come here. Go home." Zane turned around. The moment he saw what was behind him, he let out a terrified scream.